Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you watched my last video, you'll know I've got a new style of videos now. If you haven't watched it, please do go back and have a look. It's about the ghosts of the London Underground. That new style video is the way I'm doing videos now, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm not doing any more reaction videos because they're poop and I don't enjoy them anymore. And if you're not enjoying something, why would you want to carry on doing it, right? So of course doing these new style videos is all my own work because I'm researching everything myself, so I'm finding out all these different things about places and things myself, and I'm enjoying doing that as well because it's obviously the paranormal is something I'm into. Then also, you know, you can't go wrong by researching and looking things up yourself. Nobody can say a word because you've looked it up, you've researched it, you've done it all yourself. So yeah, so that's where we're going from now. We're heading that direction. So the next video, the one that's coming up now, is in the same sort of style. It's not obviously about the London Underground. This is about various locations all the way around the UK. Some of the places you might even recognise because places like a TV programme like Most Haunted, for instance, if you live in the UK, they've covered and been to a lot of these places. So obviously you might have recognised the places when I speak about them. I've also done more research, so I've done quite a lot and I've found out different things. So there is a part 2 to this video, but it won't be coming up yet because obviously I don't want to throw them all out at once. So yeah, so I think, you know, going this way is the best way for my channel. And then I still will chuck out the odd dog walking video here and there as well, because I know some people like that too. But yeah, I think I wanted to say thank you really, because of the feedback and the responses I got on my last video. Oh wow, I was quite overwhelmed. It was quite nice because I wasn't expecting people to like it. I don't know why. And when I got the good feedback that I did and the amount of likes I got on the video, I mean, wow, okay, I'm chuffed. Thank you. So thank you. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. So I'm chuffed that it was you enjoyed it, and I do hope you enjoy this one as well, just the same, and any others in the future coming up, because there will be lots of videos like this coming up also. So you know, yeah. So yeah, happy Friday, by the way. It's Friday. The weekend is here. I know a lot of people are into the Christmas and, you know, all of that is coming up and everything else. I'm really not a Christmassy person. I don't know if you'd be able to tell by my t-shirt. Let me show you. Bar humbug. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea really, so yeah, but it's happening. The only good thing about it, I suppose, is I get to spend some time with my family. Other than that, you can keep your Christmas trees and your decorations and your lights and all that nonsense, because it's just not, it's really not me. And we haven't actually put ours up even yet. We won't do that till about the 23rd, and they'll probably come down on the 27th. So anyway, I digress. I hope you enjoy the video anyway, and yeah, let's just get into it, and I'll see you on the flip side. Let's do it. If you think there's a time that you'd like to get into ghost hunting, now might be it. There are plenty of so-called haunted locations in and around the UK, so if you're from here, get out there and explore. Let's start by beginning with Pluckley Village in Kent. Kent is a gorgeous part of the country, and the village of Pluckley is no exception. It's said to be very picturesque. But despite this, it's said to be one of the most haunted places in the UK. In 1989, it was put in the Guinness Book of Records for being the most haunted place. It's said there's 12 to 16 ghosts that are seen around the village. So if you want to see one, this might be the place to go. One is named the Watercress Woman. She's an old lady who's said to sit on Pinnock Bridge smoking a pipe. She's known to villagers as she used to collect watercress from the river and sell it around the village. She died from fire as one evening she fell asleep after drinking and dropped her pipe on her clothes and they set her alight. There's also a forest in Pluckley called Derrin Wood, but they're nicknamed the Screaming Woods because apparently you can hear terrifying screams coming from within the trees. Would you spend the night in the wood alone? Another place well known for being haunted is Chillingham Castle in Northumberland. The castle dates back to the 12th century, so it's obviously had lots of comings and goings. Many tortured spirits and some friendly ones are said to roam the castle, one being the Blue Boy, who is said to haunt the Pink Room. Visitors have said that they've seen a blue halo of light in the room. Another is the White Pantry Ghost. It's meant to be a figure in white who hangs around the inner pantry begging for water. The story goes that a footman was guarding the pantry as silver was kept there. One night he was awoken by a lady in white begging him for water. He thought she was a visitor of the castle and he went to get her some water, but he soon realised that he was locked inside and nobody else could enter. So if you want to see the White Pantry Ghost and get her some water, go and visit Chillingham Castle. Another castle is Corfe Castle in Dorset. It can be found in the peaceful countryside of Dorset and overlooking the village of Corfe. The castle dates back to the Norman times and the building was begun by William the Conqueror. The most famous ghost is the woman in white. She's said to be seen on the bridge leading up to the castle. Nobody knows exactly who she is. Some believe she betrayed the royalist Banks family to the Roundheads and their enemies. In 1967, a man said he saw her in the village of Corfe itself. Other spooking happenings are lights seen in the dead of the night and the cries of a child. So get yourself to Dorset for your ghostly encounters. Now in another part of the country is Felbrigg Hall in Norfolk. It's said to be haunted by a former resident William Wyndham III. The hall has lots of grounds. It sits upon 1,700 acres. William is well known for his love of books. When a fire broke out in 1809, he went inside to rescue some of those books. And although he didn't die from the fire, he suffered from bad injuries from the fall in the rescue. And he died a few weeks later. His ghost is said to wander the Gothic library and read books. Staff of the library have seen him on many occasions sitting at a chair reading or standing at a table. So next time you're in Norfolk, get to the library and see if you can spot William having a little read. Now let's dip our toes into Lancashire. Pendle Hill to be precise. 10 witches were buried beneath the hill after being hung at Lancaster Castle. The trial of the witches in 1612 is a well-known story, and there were actually 12 witches, all but 2 hung, charged with murder of 10 people by witchcraft. The key witness was a 9-year-old girl. 3 of the people executed were her mother, her sister, and her brother. The witches are all said to roam the hill and the village surrounding. Many local people fear the hill at night as they've seen dark, shadowy figures and strange goings on. If you want to visit Pendle Hill, you can walk up from the many villages surround it. You can also visit the location of the hangings at Gallows Hill in Williamson Park in Lancashire. If witches aren't your thing, perhaps a visit to Highgate Cemetery in London might be better. Lots of famous people are buried here along with everyday people in unmarked graves. There have been reports of a man being seen wearing Victorian clothing wandering around, but rumours suggest that he's a vampire looking for prey. Occult meetings, Satanists and witches are said to have been held here over the years. So if that's your thing, go and check it out. You might spot some famous people's graves, or even the odd vampire just wandering about. Now, let's head over to Gloucestershire and the Ancient Ram Inn. This is probably one of the most haunted pubs in the UK. It has a history of dark stuff like slavery, witchcraft and ritual sacrifice. It's widely believed that redirecting of water on the Ancient Ram property may have opened a portal to dark energy, as there's so many spirits here, and I don't just mean the drinks behind the bar. Another theory is that energy from the Stonehenge travels through ley lines and feeds supernatural energy into the property. It's said to have a dreadful feeling when you all enter the building, One visitor described it as pure filth, dark and heavy. The men's kitchen is the first room you visit, and it's said to have a disturbing sound of a baby crying is often heard. People going up the stairs have been thrown up the steep staircase by invisible hands. The bishop's room on the first floor is said to be the most haunted room in the building, and a medium was once lifted from the ground and flung across the corridor, and a ghostly cavalier has been seen by the dressing table and striding along the opposite wall. People have apparently heard the screams of a man who was murdered here by having his head pushed into the fire. Although it's no longer a pub, you can still visit this place by booking via their website, if you dare. So what do you think? Did you like it? Was it your cup of tea? Did you enjoy it? Please let me know in the comments. I hope you did. I really enjoyed researching and looking everything up, and I like all these haunted places, and if I could go to them all, I would. I might go to a few of them, to be fair, because some of them, like, if we go on holiday at any point, there'll be places I'm going to head to. And I don't know, some of the things were pretty spooky, weren't they? I mean, the Ancient Ram Inn, now that sounds like a pretty terrifying place, to be fair. And Derwent Wood. I've watched some videos before of wild campers, and there's one girl, and she went wild camping on her own and stayed in Derwent Wood, and she didn't know it was called the Screaming Woods and it was supposed to be haunted. She didn't know, so she heard the screaming, you could hear it on her video and stuff, so she got creeped out. But then she'd also looked it up and found out that it was, while she was there, that it was supposed to be haunted, but so yeah, but she's braver than me. I wouldn't go and stay somewhere like that on my own, to be fair. I just feel like, well, I don't know, I wouldn't do wild camping, to be fair. I love watching the videos though, they're brilliant. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I hope you enjoyed it. Next video will be out sometime next week. Not sure when. Keep your eye on my socials. I will be posting about them at some point or another, because I have Instagram, I have Threads, I have Twitter still. So if you follow me on any of those, then I will be posting about it. Also, though, if you check my channel and you look at the community tab, I put posts on there too. So if you haven't noticed that yet, go to my channel. Up the top there's a little bar and it says videos and blah blah blah, and then it says community, and on there, if you click on that, it shows you all my posts. So please do go and check out my posts if you don't see them. I think that's it. Have yourself a great weekend, and I will see you again very, very shortly. And yes, please do leave me some comments, and have a great weekend. See you later. Bye bye.